Hey guys, what's up? It's Dustin and welcome back to Potter Watch. So today we are going to be unboxing the Headmaster's special edition of the Wizarding Trunk. So if you're new to my channel, the Wizarding Trunk is actually my subscription box. I do curate it and run it. So everything in here, I already know what it is. It's just going to be an informational unboxing for you guys. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. This box is exceedingly heavy. It's like 6 pounds. So when you get it, it is a rather hefty box. But when we open it up, this is what it looks like. As always, you're going to see the information sheet on the top. We're going to go ahead and set this off to the side over here. But the first thing is the information sheet. So you see it says sherbet lemon, fizzing whizbees, acid pops, toffee and eclairs, and cockroach clusters. And these were all the passwords to get into Dumbledore's office. Or not the passwords, but all of the ones that Harry tried to use to get into the Headmaster's office. And he was rather surprised that cockroach clusters actually made the door open. So that's what the cheat sheet is. We're not going to get into that and look at it right now. We will come back to that here in just a little bit. So the first thing we see, there is a really large box in the corner that looks like this, and when we open it up, there is a mug and something else. So it is a green campfire mug. It is a ceramic one, and there are 2 quotes on here. So one that says turn to page 394, and then we have obviously. So these are obviously quotes by a rather controversial character. You either love him or you don't, and you find out later that he's not as bad as he comes off, but then most people still hate the guy, unfortunately. So leave a comment in, down below. Do you love him? Do you hate him? What are your thoughts? But I knew I wanted to do a green mug to represent him, and those are just 2 of his my favorite quotes from him, even though one of them is only 1 word. Next, there was something that will come bubble wrapped. There's a lot of glass in this box, so we tried to package everything as well as we could to keep anything from breaking. And then there's quite a bit in here, so we're packaging everything, and then we realized it doesn't all fit. So we ended up actually putting one of the items in the mug to actually get it in the box. But that item that we pulled out, it says sherbet lemon, fizzy sweet treats, lemon flavored, and then it just says packaged in London. So we knew we wanted to do the sherbet lemons because they're the Headmaster's favorite candy. We do know that people, you either like edible things in a subscription box or you don't. So we tried to package it well enough so that if you don't necessarily want to eat them, you can display them on your shelves. But they are individually wrapped, completely sealed, so that you don't have to worry about like getting random candies that are open in the box. So they're all sealed up, but if you do not want to eat them, you can simply display them. So there's that. And that label was done for us by JP Misselcrow. They do a lot of the art for our box. He does so much for us, like things that you don't even know. And we'll talk about some of those as we go through. So that is item number 2, is the sherbet lemons. Next, we have the pin for the box. And when I thought, I'm going to do a Headmaster's box, I knew that I wanted the pin to be the door, the griffin that leads to the Headmaster's office. So that is the enamel pin. It's a metal pin, and it's on the backing that says sherbet lemon because that was the password. So that is the pin for the box. We have a griffin. Next, we'll go for another item here in bubble wrap. It is the Headmaster's key. So it has an H and an M there, and a WT on the key itself. But it's just an ornate key. So say you're the headmaster and you're strolling around the castle and you just don't feel like really using any magic, then you can just take this key with you and open any door without having to use a single spell. But we thought that would be a really cool idea for the box. And it is, I mean, it's a pretty big key, and it's rather weighty. So we have our key. Then we have this, and as you can see, it's got the poison stamp on it there, and it's in a little bag. When we open it up, this is what we have. So it is the bottle of oak matured mead, see it there, that Slughorn plans to give to the Headmaster. So it doesn't make it there, but it is the bottle that he planned to give to Dumbledore for Christmas. So we wanted to include that. It's not technically the Headmaster's item, but it would have been. So that is what that looks like. It's not really focusing on it, but so it says oak matured spiced mead bottled October 7th, 1572. No significance to that date. It's just the date that I chose to put on the bottle. A lot of people will think that. They'll look at some of the things that we design, like our potion labels and things like that, that have a date, and then they try and figure out what the date means. It's just the date that I really wanted to have on there. So no significance there. Next we have another box, and inside is a potion bottle. So the potion for this box is Infusion of Wormwood, and we have the twine there, and then on the top it has a wax seal, but it's a thick potion. If you look on the inside, there's the wormwood and some rocks. And then this label, I started creating this label, and then I sent it over to JP Mistletoe and said, hey, can you help me with this? And so they turned it into this, which is great, I think. And this is another one of the potions that was done in-house. So it says at the bottom, bottled by Pure Blood Apothecary. It says, Infusion of Wormwood, a substance derived from the wormwood plant. A notable use of this infusion is that it can be used in potion making along with powdered root of asphodel to create the draught of living death. So that is the potion bottle, or potion ingredient rather. And then next we have powdered root of asphodel. So that's what that looks like. And it comes to you in a bottle with black wax on the top and the label there. And the reference here would obviously be a Snape reference, because one of the, I think it's the first thing he says to Harry is, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? Which is the draught of living death. So you get two technical potion ingredients, and both of these were done in-house in this box. So this is a little bit larger than we normally do. I'm not a fan of huge potions, just because my potion shelf is full over here. There's not a whole lot of room on it. I want to have to like start moving down to another shelf with all of the potions that I have. And ignore my shelves, they're kind of a mess. We redid this room a few weeks ago, redid the flooring, so we had to take the shelves out. And so they're just not exactly where they were. But the next thing we have is this. It's wrapped up in black tissue paper. And inside the black tissue paper is a candle. And it is Tea Time with the Headmistress. If it would focus, there we go. Tea Time with the Headmistress. And it says fruit tea, basil, sage, and mint. It's done by Inflammare Candles, which is our the candles that we do in-house. And on the side it said everyone gets a biscuit, and it's a 4-ounce soy candle. When you open it up, it's just a very fresh and clean smell, and it has the fruit tea leaves and then some gold eco-friendly glitter in there. So that is the candle for the box, and that's obviously a McGonagall reference there. The next item is also a McGonagall reference. It is from Alchemy For The Skin. I'm not going to touch this to me in any way, because I'm actually going to do a giveaway for this whole box. If you're subscribed to my channel and you comment below what your favorite item is, you have a chance to win everything in here. but it says, "Why is it always you three?" And it is a vegan stress and headache relief skin stick, organic grape seed and coconut oil, essential oils of sweet orange, lang lang, another word that I can't say, and candela wax, and it's done for us by Alchemy For The Skin, of course. They do all of our skincare products. Maybe you can tell me what that word is. But it's a McGonagall quote. Why is it always you three? When I can't exactly remember where this quote came from, but it is when Harry, Ron, and Hermione, I'm pretty sure when Katie Bell got cursed, and they take the necklace in, she says this to them. I feel like McGonagall would have loved to have this, simply because the Golden Trio had to give her so many headaches. Having to deal with them, it couldn't have been an easy task. So that's why we themed this after her. So that is our body product for the bag. Next, you have a white box that looks like this. It's just a square box or a rectangle. On the inside, you have some more bubble wrap. And inside the bubble wrap is a memory vial. And these were made specifically for the box. And there's resin in there, so some of these will come off, some of them are stuck in the resin. But we wanted to fill it, and we wanted to make sure that it was still blue, so we did a poured resin inside, and then the label says important HS concerning TMR, and then it says altered ? So that is what the label looks like. And it's so important HS, Horace Slughorn, concerning TMR, Tom Marvolo Riddle, and this is the memory that was altered, where he kind of changed things up because he was embarrassed as to what he told what Slughorn told Tom Riddle about Horcruxes. So we have our memory vial here. And one of the last items in the box comes here. So you open it up, and there's a little letter that says, "Deep down, you know you deserve to be punished." So we did a black quill to emulate Dolores Umbridge's blood quill, the I Must Not Tell Lies quill. So this is what that looks like. And we left the caps on there just so it didn't mess up the nib. This is usable. You can dip this in ink and write with it. It is not going to just write if you... it's not an actual ink pen. It is like a quill pen. It's not going to do any damage to your body, so no worries there. But we knew we wanted to do something for everyone's favorite character, and this seemed like a really cool item, opposed to doing a cat plate or something similar that have been done in the past. We wanted to do something like this. So that is the Umbridge item for the box. Ugh. And then last, but certainly not least, is this Phoenix print that was done for us by J.P. Missile-Crow. It was done on watercolor, and sorry, here we go. So it is Fawkes the Phoenix and Dumbledore's study, and you can't really tell with the way that light is hitting it, but the Phoenix is actually printed a little bit different, so it's more shiny than the background where all the books are. I just don't know if it's going to pick it up on camera very well, but in person, if you look at it, the Phoenix has a shine to it that the rest of the books in the back don't. They're a little bit more dull. So we had it printed that way. Otherwise, we would have had it on the textured paper that we have been doing our last couple of prints on that really accentuates the painting. But we really wanted to make the Phoenix pop here. So we have Fawkes perching in Dumbledore's office there. You can kind of see it right there, how the Phoenix catches the light and the rest of it doesn't. but you can really see it in person. So that is our print for the box, and that is actually everything in here. We will clear some room and we'll get back to the spoiler card because I set everything on top of it. Thought that through. But we'll go through each item. So this is the Wizarding Trunk Special Edition. It's the Headmaster Box. So we have the memory vial. These hand-blown memory vials were made especially for this box, but it appears the memory inside has been tampered with. That was... I lost it right here. So that was our memory vial. Next, we have Tea Time with the Headmistress. And this is done in-house as well, so we did these candles in-house. So, Tea Time with the Headmistress. We have the powdered root of asphodel and the infusion of wormwood. And if you got this and you're looking at the spoiler card and you're like, this is strange, because where it says 3 and 4 are kind of together, I just wanted to make sure everyone kind of got the reference there. It says, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? Both of these ingredients were bottled by Pure Blood Apothecary. The Phoenix and the Study print, which we just looked at. It says this watercolored print was created by J.P. Mistletoe. It's the Wizarding Trunk exclusive. We have the quill, and it says deep down inside, you know you deserve to be punished. The Griffin pen, which is the Wizarding Trunk exclusive. The enamel mug, which was the Wizarding Trunk exclusive. And this is like a 16-ounce mug, so it is pretty large. You could fit 2 cups of coffee in here, really, if you wanted to. And living during this pandemic, who doesn't need at least 2 cups of coffee? The Sherbet Lemon Candy, so it says a favorite non-wizarding candy, don't like the candies or can't have them, display these candies with pride or gift them to your headmaster, they are his favorite. So like I said, if you have allergies or something like that, we didn't want to just put these candies in a brown bag or a box, because we understand that people have dietary restrictions and they may not eat it, or they just may not want to eat candies because they don't know where they came from. So we tried to theme it to where you could display this. One of these will definitely find their way onto my Honeyduke shelf up here, with all my other candies. Next, we have the Why Is It Always Used? The U3. It says this vegan stress and headache relief stick is great for relieving stress and headaches. And then the Headmaster key, it's the Wizarding Trunk exclusive. Strolling around the castle and don't fancy using magic, this Headmaster key will allow you to enter any door without a magic spell. This key was designed in-house. And then we have the Curse Bottle of Mead, which is also the Wizarding Trunk exclusive. It says, Merry Christmas, Headmaster. Note the faint smell of licorice and cherry. So that is everything in this box. It's 11 items. And when I say this box is heavy, it's like 6 pounds. So we didn't anticipate the weight there. When we got everything in and finished everything that we did for the box and weighed it, we were kind of amazed. Because, I mean, that's like twice as heavy as anything else we've sent out, with the exception of the Advent calendar. So I hope you enjoyed this box. If you got it, let me know in the comments what was your favorite thing. If you didn't get it, still in the comments, let me know what was your favorite thing. And if you want to enter the giveaway for the entire box, everything that's here, all you need to do is follow my YouTube page, or subscribe to my YouTube page, and follow my Instagram. So it's instagram.com/PotterWatch _US, I think, because PotterWatch is already taken. But that is everything in this box. I think this week we're going to be listing our Halloween box. So we're going to have 2 more special edition boxes this year. A Halloween box that will ship in September, so that way our international subscribers can get them in October. And then our Christmas box, which will ship in November, again, so our international subscribers can get them before Christmas in December. The Christmas box this year will not be an advent calendar. I think we're just going to do a regular a box like this with, we may do like the 12 days of Christmas. But yeah, so that's all I have for this box. I have a lot of other boxes to unbox, an Accio box. I've got 2 Geek Gear boxes, which I'm hoping one of them will be January, but we'll see. And then I just today received the bookish box. I think it's Hogwarts History, possibly. So I promise I'll start unboxing more. With the pandemic, I have not had time, as most other people, with everything going on in life. So keep an eye out. If you don't subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get a notification every time I upload, and I will see y'all in the next one.